What are my 5 favorite single barrel bourbons? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today we're going to be diving into my top 5 favorite single barrel store pick / group pick bottles of bourbons. Now, before we get into my top 5 bottles of single barrels, as always, I want to know what yours are in the comments below. This is your time to gloat and let me know what you have that I don't. I know a lot of you guys have some really fun, interesting single barrels out there that I wish I could get my hands on, and I hope a couple of these in here are some that make you guys have your mouth water. But without further ado, I am going to challenge a couple of other channels out there as well to see what their top 5 single barrel bottles of bourbons are, because I know a lot of these guys out there have some really good bottles that we all wish we could have. So I'm going to challenge your drinking buddy. I'm going to challenge Doc over at Old Fashioned Ways, because I know he's got a big selection of bourbon. Also, I'm going to challenge SLB. I know that they don't really do a lot of this stuff, but I want to know what their 5 favorite single barrel bourbons are that aren't their own store picks. So there are the 3 channels that we are going to challenge, and without further ado, I know you guys are wanting to know what my 5 are, so let's get into bottle number 1. Bottle number 1 is going to go to an Old Forester single barrel 100 proof bottle of bourbon that my buddy Kevin helped pick out. This is, as we all know, cherry freaking pie. If you guys saw my short on this bottle of bourbon, you guys know what this bottle is all about. It is a sweet, indulgent dessert cherry pie. Everything about a cherry pie, with the cherry filling, the cherry pie crust, the sugar on top with a little bit of cinnamon. It is everything a cherry pie is in a bourbon, and it is absolutely delicious, and it deserves its rightful spot on this top 5 list, because this very well might be my favorite and most enjoyable 100 proof bottle of bourbon, and I will put it to the test here in the near future, just to let you guys know, and we will see just where this bottle falls. But in this moment where we are sitting and standing right now today, I do believe that this bottle right here is my favorite 100 proof bottle of bourbon. Let's get into bottle number 2. If you guys want to know what's in this glass, you guys got to stick around to the end, because it is the last bottle that I'm going to show, so I hope you guys stick around. But like I said, bottle number 2 is going to go to this bad boy right here. It is my new found favorite Blue Note. It is coming in at 124 proof. This was a tornado surviving barrel, and when we did the blind with this and a couple of other high proofed single barrel bottles of bourbon, this one right here came in second place, none other than losing out to the Stagg Jr store pick, and none other than this Blue Note. This one right here is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. It is everything you want in a high-proof bottle of bourbon, and it gives you this happy enjoyment in your mouth that you and everybody will absolutely love. I know a lot of you guys love these Blue Note picks. This one specifically is one of my favorites coming from Bourbon Street, and was so happy to get my hands on that one right there. Bottle number 3. Now, before we get into bottle number 3, we all know what today is. This is Memorial Day, and yes, it is a cause for celebration for a lot of us, but a lot of us do have some family members that are overseas. We lost some family members, and you know, let's have a cheers to all of our fighting men and women that we have lost and that are still fighting to this day, because you know, we wouldn't be here without them. So cheers to you all, and have a great Memorial Day, and let's remember the fallen. All right, bottle number 3 is one that I really haven't shown on the channel that often. This is going to be my only Hazmat bottle of whiskey, and this happens to be a bourbon. This is an old J.H.M. Whiskey Company Special Reserve Special Barrel Series Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey finished in port barrels. Now, I personally am not a big wine finished bourbon lover, but this one right here is something special. This is a Barton barrel that was sourced, that was aged for 13 years, and then aged for an additional year in those port barrels. So this is pretty much a 14-year aged bottle of bourbon, coming in at 143.6 proof. Now, I won this over at Doc Old Fashioned Ways live stream a couple months back, but nonetheless, this one right here is absolutely enjoyable at 143.68 proof. It does not smack you in the face like you would imagine it to. It's a very, very nice, easy sip for what that proof is. Now, if you're new to bourbon, you're going to be on fire for hours on end after taking a sip of that. But if you have a palate that is acclimated to higher proof whiskeys, you will know what I'm saying from this, because it does not drink at that proof whatsoever. Let's get into bottle number 4. Bottle number 4, you guys have most likely guessed it. It's going to be the Stagg Jr. store pick. This one's coming in at 137.9 proof from the Bourbon Street Wine and Spirits in New Jersey. And this is, without a doubt, probably my favorite bottle of bourbon on the shelf, minus the other one that I haven't shown you guys yet, that you guys are all wondering what it is. You'll find out eventually, right? We're just going to drag it out a little bit. But this right here is what Buffalo Trace products should always be. Barrel proof, in your face, absolute cherry bombs with really, really nice underlying notes of just cinnamon, dark baking spices. You're getting a little citrusy notes, a little bit of grape. You're getting everything that Buffalo Trace has to offer, all rounded out in this bottle right here. You know, this is technically the only single barrel Buffalo Trace barrel proof product on the market right now, because you know, you do have Boynton single barrel, but that is Buffalo Trace's mash bill number 2, and I don't think that is technically owned by Sazerac. I think that's from another Japanese company that technically owns that. So Buffalo Trace is, I think, sourcing their own whiskey in their own distillery for their own product that is owned by another company. So this right here, from what I understand, is technically the only, like I said, single barrel proof Buffalo Trace product that you can get your hands on. And it is absolutely magnificent. I know a lot of guys have had single barrels that aren't good, but I know a lot of guys that have single barrels that are good. And this one is one of those that is absolutely mind-blowing. And I know we are now finished talking about that bottle. I'm going to dive into this sip one more time, and you guys are going to wonder what it is. Oh my God, and it is not high proof. You know, it's above 100, but under 120, and let's get into bottle number 5. Bottle number 5 is gonna go to Penelope single barrel proof. And this one right here is something special, because this is the first ever Penelope single barrel bourbon. That's not toasted, that's not anything else. This was done by the Central Jersey Bourbon Society back in 2020 in the peak of COVID. Penelope wanted to do a single barrel project with them, and why would they say no? So this was the start of the Penelope single barrels as we know it today. And it's coming in at 115 proof. As you guys can see on that back label there, it looks like it's an RX card. One of the coolest labels that label stickers for a group single barrel pick that I have seen to this day. It really, really cool, really, really fun part right there. So that is the 5th bottle. Why is it on this list? Because of the significance of it, just the fun aspect of this bottle being the first ever Penelope single barrel is in this bottle, and I have it. I've been holding on to the last little bit of this bottle, and I poured a little bit for this video because why the heck not? That's so darn good. And like I said as well, I want to know what your 5 favorite single barrel store pick group picks are in the comments below. Go check out those channels that I challenged, because I know a lot of us have single barrels that we all would wish we could get our hands on. And this was a fun one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had a great Memorial Day weekend. And here's to those who are fallen, and cheers to you that are still in the military today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.